What's up, everybody? I'm your host Joseph, and I come to you today with a special announcement. So I decided to try to host a panel for C2E2. So for those who don't know, C2E2 stands for the Chicago Convention and Entertainment Expo. So it's a big event here in the city of Chicago where thousands of people gather to kind of celebrate comics and kind of go through like a traditional comic convention. So you can see anything from amazing cosplay to meeting comic artists and different writers, as well as a couple of celebrity guests. So it's fun for everyone. You know, it's really cool. If you've never been to a Comic Con and you happen to be here in Chicago, you should definitely come out and check that out. So the most recent C2 is gonna come this year on August 5th through the 7th. So we just had one back in December, and that was really fun. And they decided to move it to August because the original schedule for C2E2 usually fell somewhere around like March or April. So because of the pandemic, which changed the normal scheduling time, they had to do some shuffling with the original time C2E2 took place in order to get it back to that April-March schedule. So it is coming here again in August. And I said I wanted to host a panel. So I'm like, first of all, what would I do? So I thought about it. I said, well, maybe I can host a panel talking about how I started a YouTube channel. You know, my interest in comics, where that came from, talk about some of the collectibles I have, and kind of like starting your own channel. Now I know there are thousands of people who apply every year to host a panel. And it's a pretty laborious process where you have to go online, you have to enter in your information, that's like the standard stuff, but then you have to explain like what your panel is about. You have to kind of put down why do you think people should go see it, and they really have to like go through hundreds of thousands of applications in order to determine who gets to host a panel or not. And if you do get granted the ability to host a panel, it's a pretty big room. I think it holds maybe up to 500 people, and you know, you're up there on the stage. They record you, and you can stream it from home as well. So for those of you who can't make it to C2E2 here in Chicago, you can also buy a virtual ticket, which is something they started I think last year, which is pretty new, and you can actually watch the panel from home. You don't have to physically be there. So this is amazing. Let me try it out and see what happens. So I went through the process. I was really geeked. I was excited, and I said, you know, you can have up to 6 people on the panel with you. So I said, well, if it's just me, it'd be okay, but I would like to have somebody else with me. So I also tried to include my homeboy, Zach, so we could kind of go back and forth and talk about things like we've done on a couple of videos on the channel, which I know you already watched. But they told me I would be notified sometime in June what the decision was about me getting this panel. So I was just waiting around. I was starting to plan and kind of get some ideas together, and I finally got the email. So a couple of days ago, I got the email, and I opened it up, and right away it said that thank you for your application. It's a wonderful idea. However, due to the large number of applicants, we had decided not to host your panel this year. So yes, I was a little disappointed, but I told myself, you know what, I'm going to keep applying every year until I get a panel. And that'll be a great way to kind of get my message out there to the people. So yes, it's a little bittersweet. However, there is one more thing I need to let you know about. Even though I did not get into it, I'm still gonna be at C2E2, gonna bring the information and bring everything to you live and some uploads, but that wasn't the only application that I submitted. So I have to tell you something. I did submit to host another panel. So I didn't just do one application, I did 2. And I haven't heard back from the second application yet, so I'm just waiting to see. So hopefully I may get it, I don't know, but I'll let you know as soon as I know. And then you want to know what happens next time, make sure you like this video, subscribe, hit the comments, and see what happens, because by the time the next video drops, I should have an announcement. All right, everybody, wish me luck. Peace. I'm your host, Joseph. Fiction Ink Flow. I'm your host, Joseph. Fiction Ink Flow. I'm your host, Joseph. Fiction Ink Flow. If you don't have it, you are truly missing out. What's up? I'm your host, Joseph. Fiction Ink Flow. I'm your host, Joseph. Fiction Ink Flow. I'm your host Joseph. Fiction Ink Flow. If you don't have it, you are truly missing it. What's up? We are talking about Fiction Ink Flow. What's up?